I was married for 15 years and I went through a divorce. Around about the time the economy started to fail. So a lot of things were stacked against me. And
the car project started because we had an adult volunteer named Scott Nelson who was passionate about cars and passionate about working with students.
So I didn't have a vehicle, and family members' patience were wearing thin, and because when I first went through the divorce, I slept in my car for a good 8 months through the dead of winter. So I know what it is not to have. I was down, I was out, didn't have nowhere to go. I had to do what I had to do for my son. I didn't want him sleeping in a car. I didn't want him sleeping outside in an alley. You know, I wanted to make sure he was fed. So as a father, I did what it took to get that taken care of. And so that brought us here to Hope. The only program out there that would take a single father with a child was Hope.
My dad got an email talking about the car, and I really wanted to work on some cars, so I got really interested in it. So next Wednesday I went, I loved it, and it kept coming.
And so Scott started working with high school students and middle school students, teaching them how to work on cars, working on this car, and ultimately deciding to donate it to Sean.
One of the hardest things that we did to the car was probably change out one of the front brakes. The whole thing was shot.
I came into Hope with a plan and a purpose.
Firehouse Youth Ministry it's a big youth ministry that impacts a lot of students. And they had a chance to go from kids who didn't do much, kids who were struggling in school, to doing something phenomenal and awesome and donating something and kind of understanding that that's good, that's right. I think that's very cool.
I really enjoyed learning how to really interact and help people with things, such as donating things, working on things to give to others.
And now I have a house, I'm renting a house, I have a vehicle, I have a full-time job. But I came in with those goals, and that's what I strived for, and that's what I did.
They were excited about it. I mean, that was the thing. It was work. They got dirty, they got greasy, they got under cars.
The most rewarding is probably knowing that it was going to a good cause and helping someone live better.
I was happy, very relieved. I mean, you know, now I have a vehicle that is dependable, reliable. I have my 14-year-old son that lives with me, so I'll be able to get him back and forth to school and doctor's appointments and, you know, work. So, I mean, it's just great.
They're willing to give their time. They can make a real impact in another person's life, and I hope they'll want to do that.
So working on the car, it gave me a love for helping other people. You know, like working on the car and giving it away was a great feeling.
I have hope because I know that there are teenagers in this world that care about other people and want to give their time to make this world a better place.
I have hope because when you're in a really bad time, you can just go to God in your secret place and tell him what's going on, and he'll help you out.
I have hope because there is a place called Hope that in my darkest hour was a beacon of light.